Hey guys, Dave Moore, idavemore.com. I want to talk about something today that I've never talked about before. No, it is not politics. It is indeed bow hunting, or just archery in general, because I'm not much of a bow hunter right now. So I've always wanted to hunt, and it was just one of those things like, well, how do you do it? I need all the equipment, all that shit. And I had a buddy who said he wanted to hunt too, and I said, fuck it, let's just go do it. So I dove in head first and got all of the gear. And the main thing I want to talk about today is not hunting, but it's about my bow and everything that I've went through with this goddamn thing from the start. This is kind of like a rant video, I guess. So a lot of you may know my bow. I went and I got the Diamond Infinite Edge. It was a very affordable bow, very cheap, and I figured for a first bow I can get some good use out of it. It got great reviews, everybody seems to love it. It's got a draw length from 13 inches to 30 inches and a draw weight from 5 pounds to 70 pounds. So I get this bow from Dick's Sporting Goods, and I really wasn't too sure on setting up a bow. So he set it up for me. Unfortunately, when I got it home and I shot it a little bit, I realized that these mods were on different numbers, which then in turn started to chew up my top cable because I was pulling back on it so hard. So, thinking, all right, brand new bow, what the hell's going on? So I stopped by Fin Feather Fur. The guy there reserves my cable, gets my timing in line. At least at the time it was good, and then I'm good to go. So I shoot like a bazillion arrows, and I'm looking in the mirrors I'm drawing, and I'm realizing that my top draw stop is about a ½ inch retarded from my bottom draw stop. So my timing is not right. So I go to Hunter's Outlet. There, I decided I wanted to get my center shot squared away and get my entire draw length proper. I want to get everything proper. So we got my draw length, fixed my draw length problem, did my center shot, and said my timing was good. At this point, I'm really weird about timing because it's already damn near ruined one of my cables. So I'm thinking, whatever, but I'm still watching myself in the mirror and timing's not right. So I go to Kames. That guy actually took the time, put it in the press, unwrapped or twisted my cables, got it all squared away. Timing is on point now. But it's shooting good, but it's not shooting the best, I guess. Then finally, I go into the marksman range, and one of their bow tech takes it, realizes that my D loop is too low and my center shot is off, so he fixes that. So I guess the moral of the story is archery has been a pain in my ass getting into this. A gun, yeah, I do modifications to it, but I can do it all myself and I know exactly what I'm doing. With a bow, I can't do any of it myself, so I'm relying on other people. And it seems like a lot of the guys at these pro shops or these archery shops just don't give a shit. And they say, oh yeah, you're good. But when the cable's getting chewed up and timing's off and the bow's not shooting right, it's not good, So I finally found a guy who gave a shit. Got charged to fix it, which is kind of expected. I bought the bow real cheap, but then the amount of money that I've paid to get it fit to me properly has been not a whole lot, but it's been enough to where it's like, come on, man, get this bow right. So that's my woes of archery there. Pretty much got the bow. It was screwed up from the start. The guy basically set it up originally as if it was set up from the factory. Well, the timing was off from the factory. The ribbon for the peep sight was off. The D loop was off, and it was just kind of weird from the start. Finally got it set up though, and now I have set up, I think my draw length is about 27 inches, 27 and a half. I'm actually shooting a little bit longer of a draw length because being short, I want to get that extra speed out of it. And the poundage right now is set to 64 pounds, but I'm cranking it up to 70 pounds here very shortly, if not today actually. It's a very smooth bow, so I figure 70 pounds isn't a problem. But I have flung a buttload of arrows and my bow arm shoulder is killing me. I can tell you that, taking a week off. This really isn't a review of this bow, but I just kind of want to talk about my woes and exactly what I'm using. So Diamond Infinite Edge by Bowtech, 64 pound draw, 27.5 inch draw length. Arrows I'm using some El Cheapos now because I've ruined a few of them by Robin Hooding them, so I figured I'm not going to go buy those Easton full metal jackets just yet. But I'm using Easton Carbon Storms, 27.5 inch arrow. The arrows I'm using are the Easton Carbon Storm, like I said, 400 spine with a 377 total grain weight. So kind of a light arrow, but it's giving me about 250 feet per second, which is not great, but it's not bad. I guess it works. Broadheads that I'm using are the Slick Trick Magnum 100s. I heard weird things about the Muzzy Trocars, and it was pretty much between the Slick Tricks and the G5 Montex. I went with the Slick Tricks. Kind of wish I wouldn't have, because these are a takedown broadhead, and I kind of want them just to be built from the start. Just makes it a lot easier for me. Could just be in my head, I guess. So Slick Trick Magnum 100s. And I've also got a small game head here. If I see a squirrel or a rabbit or something, I want to take a thwack at them. Let's see here. Blazer fletchings. It's really all I got. Recently just got the limb saver dampeners for the solid limb and stabilizer and a wrist strap. So now I'm pretty much set. I've got a nice two-tone action going on with this. And I will say, let me put this down. Oh, yeah. Release I'm using is a True Fire Hurricane. I don't like it all that well, but it works. Whatever. I mean, it's a release. It works. Basically, I've just been shooting a lot of arrows. So much to where my bow arm shoulder kind of hurts. Went on one hunt, didn't see one damn deer. Saw a few squirrels I should have taken a shot at. No deers. So, hey, it's called hunting, right? Not shooting. Or not killing. I'm going out here on some public land next week after gun season, and that's really it. I just kind of want to talk about archery, show you what I'm rocking, so to speak, and hopefully none of you have had to go through this process, because the most annoying thing is not being able to do it myself. I don't have a bow press. I don't have the knowledge as of yet to put together my own bow, to tune my own bow, so I'm relying on other people. What I'm realizing now is these standard strings that come on them are garbage. My peep sight is twirling around. So of course the first guy at the last bow shop I went to is trying to sell me strings and cables, which I'm gonna have to do, but I might upgrade to a Hoyt 80-pound draw. So it all depends. Spend the money to get new strings and cables, or wait a few months, a year, and upgrade to a new bow. I don't know. But so far this bow works out really well, and I'm liking it. So Diamond Infinite Edge, regular version, not the Pro, but I added all the other shit to make it the Pro version, basically. That's what I got, guys. The woes of archery and the things that I'm doing in archery. I will say though, shooting a bow is a lot of fun. You can do it indoors, you can do it outdoors, obviously. There's free ranges around here, so I can go out for free and fling arrows all day with no charge. And it's just kind of like a cool skill. I said, if anything, if I don't like hunting, I now have learned a new weapon. So getting my form on point, getting my anchor point set, getting all that to make it as consistent as possible. So maybe I'll join a league, do some competitions, maybe do a handgun competition one day of the week, bow competition the next day, but who knows, we'll see. But until then, keep shooting, guys.